Phone's on silent.
Welcome to the July 11th, 2023 City Council meeting. Roll call, please.
Mayor Webb.
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Londo.
Here.
Councilmember LaCura.
Here.
Councilmember Sullivan.
Here.
Approval of the agenda is presented.
Move approval of the agenda as presented.
Support. And we have special presentation, Mr. Klobuchar, or anybody?
We have no special
Just trying to figure out why it was on there, that's all. Civic announcements, open up for civic announcements from the public. Anybody civic announcements? Seeing no one, close civic announcements. Civic announcements from the city council. Anything you want to bring up?
Through the Arts Council, I just wanted to remind people that we do have our applications open for 8 more days for the Juneteenth Art Scholarship. You can find the application for that on our Hazel Park Art Council website, which is hpart.org. And then also to remind everybody that the Hazel Park Art Fair is coming up the end of August. We are still seeking sponsors, and we will be seeking volunteers. So if you have volunteer job, hours that you need for your job or that you want to do for your local organization, you can also go on our website and sign up for that. That's it.
And that will close the civic announcements from us. So we'll open a public discussion. Anyone from the public wishing to come up and speak? Anything going once? Seeing no one. Closing public discussion. Approval of the consent agenda 1 through 9.
Mr. Mayor, for the record, I will alert the public that part of the consent agenda is the awarding of the bid for the Woodward Heights LRIP project, and that will take paving for Woodward Heights down past the ice arena.
I need a motion.
Move approval of the consent agenda.
And support.
Second.
And now we can have discussion. Any other discussion? Anybody want to talk about item 8, since it's controversial before the meeting? About how much that was costing, but
It's
anyway.
got nothing to do
Any other
with
comments?
It has the house in it.
Any other comments? Okay, seeing none, any other comments about any other item? Welcome to Hazel Park 21839 Shreds. They had really good food. They're waiting on their approval from the health department, and they'll be opened up soon.
Very good. Welcome to Hazel Park.
And that will continue with no dissension. I'm sure, okay. And administrative reports, hearing none. Boards and commissions,
None?
none. Old business, none. New business, anybody have any new business? Let's just pick on them smart. And the cluster we have out here in traffic, it takes us 12 minutes to get from Pearl and John R. to the city hall. And Luke Londo took him 10 on the other side of the bridge to get here. And it's 6 o'clock, not even 5 or 4:30.
Oh, the turn lane?
And then the other thing, the turn lane on 9 Mile, we need to have a full discussion about that. If maybe we need to work on a work study, or do we need to actually try to implement something?
Study.
Look, no need to do a traffic study. It is what it is. Okay?
And we know that.
We can allow traffic from turns from the outside lane again. That will give you a little bit of relief. It will not give you the level of relief that you think it will, but it will. We eliminated that due to the fact that it's a very narrow bridge. There were multiple fender benders. It's at a bad angle. And the biggest problem is the fact that the turnaround bridges were eliminated by MDOT in what was a very crappy, stupid, short-sighted, dumb plan.
Did you expect them to be smart about it?
I did not expect them to be smart, and they didn't disappoint me. With respect
no
to
disappointments.
the entire traffic plan there here in the city of Hazel Park and the elimination of the turnaround.
Just for the public, we stood at their meeting, board meeting, at Mr. Klobuchar and I and Tom Jones, and we went at them several times about why are we not getting turnaround bridges, and why are we getting blocked off, and why was this? We kept throwing things at them. And they had sat there and just looked at us like a deer in the headlights. Didn't really give a damn about what we thought or any comments we had. So, just for the public.
No, they,
So we'll go on. Anybody have any comments about anything else going on?
I had a question. There was a recent case, I don't know if it was Michigan Supreme Court or Court of Claims, in regards to court funding.
we're looking at that, and I've not nothing new to report for you guys, so we're keeping our eyes open on that and talking with our people in Lansing.
Okay. Close new business. Communication from department heads. Any department heads wishing to come up and speak? Any new business from department? There we go.
Oh, chief.
Chief.
Might be a little premature on talking about it, but we had a case last week where a business was being broken into. An officer on day shift started investigating, checking surveillance, and developed a suspect vehicle. We used Flock again to put a hit list or a hot list out, and we came across the vehicle through the weekend and made an arrest on warrants at the time. Detectives got a search warrant for the vehicle, ended up finding burglary tools, and we presented just this afternoon. We got the warrant back not even a half hour ago, so he'll be getting arraigned tomorrow. So just wanted to, there was a lot of work by the patrol. They did a great job. The detectives did a good job, but Flock makes us so much more efficient. So thank you again.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
And any other department heads wish to come up and speak? We have Tim Young from the Water Department.
Just wanted to thank the residents for their patience of the last couple days. We've had several water main breaks. We're trying to get to the bottom of why. But I just wanted to say thank you. They were very patient while we had to do our jobs, and most of these happened early in the morning, so they woke up to a lot of loud equipment running around first thing in the morning. So thank you to the residents. We really appreciate it.
And I want to recognize Tim for doing some good work investigating as to why these things are taking place. It looks like there have been pressure fluctuations from Great Lakes Water Authority that have been impacting the City of Hazel Park system. And Tim is currently in discussions with them to make sure that we try to get this rectified. So we're doing the best that we can here in Hazel Park. Again, the City of Hazel Park has to cope with higher entities and other entities like the State of Michigan or the Great Lakes Water Authority. So we don't exist in a vacuum, and we're sometimes at the mercy of the actions of others, but that doesn't mean that we're not going to do everything we can to hold them accountable.
Correct. I'll keep everybody informed of what we find out from GLWA. So we've got a few emails sent in, and a few, the responses are, okay, thank you for letting us know, we're looking into it. So hopefully I'll know something soon.
Great.
Thank you so
Thanks,
much.
Tim.
Thank you.
And thanks to the guys that are out there early working. Appreciate it.
Any other comments from department heads? Anybody else feel left out? Okay. All right, we'll close that part of it. Go to communications from our city attorney, Amanda.
No, thank you.
Thank you. City manager, Edward Klobuchar.
Yes, I'll be brief, but a couple things. In reading social media, tax bills have gone out, and I want to explain something to the residents of Hazel Park. We did not raise your taxes. Nobody here at this city council table raised your tax rates. In fact, all of our tax rates due to the Headley Prop A interaction actually went down a little bit. What happened is with Proposal A, your taxable value is capped at 5% or the rate of inflation. So last year, the rate of inflation was higher than 5%. So you saw an increase in your taxable value of 5%. This city council and this city government has nothing to do with that mechanism. That is part of a state voter mandated constitutional amendment. And we're subject to that just like every other community in the state of Michigan is. So I just wanted to let everybody know, here your tax rates actually went down a little bit. They did not go up. So the rate of inflation was higher than 5%. So you actually got a little bit of a bargain on your taxes this year. So anyways, second thing I want to talk about is we can't regulate fireworks. The state of Michigan, again, in their infinite wisdom, just like they do road projects and create water authorities, the state of Michigan also preempted local units of government from regulating fireworks. So we really don't have a lot of ability to take the kind of enforcement action we would like to take when people are being obnoxious with fireworks. So also, we did close on the Hazel Park Ice Arena. I want to thank the members of the City Council and the members of the General Building Authority for their work on this sale. I think this is a good thing in the long run for the city of Hazel Park. The ice arena has always cost us money. Every single year since it opened in 1999, that arena has been a drag on this city.
Not just
No.
few bucks.
No, not just a few bucks.
500,000.
Sometimes, you know.
$500,000 a year.
Sometimes $500,000 a year in costs. So, well, we've done a little better in the past few years. It's never been a moneymaker. It's always been a money loser. I think this is the best of both worlds. The arena is now going to be on the tax rolls. It will continue to be utilized as an arena. The entity that bought it, they're very experienced. They own over 30 arenas across the country. They've committed to working with our recreation department and our schools to make sure that they provide our community with ice skating resources. And we even have in the purchase agreement the ability to utilize the arena for up to 5 days a year for city purposes and functions. So we look forward to working with the people from Black Bear to make sure their arena is very successful here in our community. And, you know, we'll be bringing you information as soon as we get some information from them about what their hours of operation and types of programming they're going to be conducting there. But they've already reached out to our ice arena, our recreation department, and want to cooperate with them for programming for our residents. So I think that's a good thing. I think we end up with the best of all worlds. We end up with an arena here in our city that's operated by an entity that wants to move in to Michigan. They already own, like I said, 30 arenas across the country, and they want to take advantage of their purchasing power and acquire arenas here in Michigan, and we wish them nothing but the best of success. The road diet is on the way, so we're crossing the T's and dotting the I's for the final plans to extend that road diet up to 10 Mile. Obviously, we're not going to be able to do a road diet throughout the central section of the city where I-75 and 9 Mile intersect. The traffic levels are just too high there, and it would be a gridlock. But we will work with our city engineers to achieve the best result possible, given what the state of Michigan has left us with in terms of the I-75 project. And then finally, we're working very closely with the schools lately to bring enhanced recreation programs for our much younger residents. We're going to start the Junior Vikings program, and I want to thank the City Council for their support for this program, and they've committed some resources. The schools have committed some resources, and our recreation department and the school's athletic department are going to work together. So we're expecting to see some great increased recreation opportunities for our elementary age school children in the next few years, and it's going to be exciting. So I want to thank Dr. Krupe and Tom Ostrike and the rest of their team at the Hazel Park Schools and their board members as well for being helpful and supportive of this process. And finally, Michigan's system of municipal finance remains fundamentally broken, but we're doing all that we can to get the best that we can get from the state for the residents of our city of Hazel Park. Thank you, Mr. Mayor and members of council.
Thank you. Council President Sullivan?
Well, after that, I just want to congratulate our fire captain, Rowinski, on his retirement. Happy trails ahead to you. Thank you for your time and service to our city and our residents. I want to piggyback on the fireworks comment. I came home to a backyard and driveway full of firework debris. As a survivor of a house fire, it was a bit triggering, and I don't use that word lightly. It really upset me. I didn't enjoy it. Please try, our spaces, our properties are so close to each other. You have your right to set off fireworks, but please try to be respectful and courteous and be considerate of where things could be at risk for catching on fire, of your neighbors and their spaces and their properties. I shouldn't have to clean up after somebody else's fireworks, and it is a lot. It is a noticeable amount, and it is really it's not courteous. It's not being a good neighbor. So try to be courteous to your neighbors and keep your neighborhood safe. That's it.
Councilman LaCuro.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just want to wish everybody a nice, happy summer, nice and warm. It's here finally. Watch out for the bicyclists. The Hazel Park Bike Club has changed to Hazel Park Peddlers, something like that. So haven't been able to get out and join them on Wednesday yet, but just thank you for everybody coming out and good meeting. If you love somebody, tell them, and if you have children, hug them every day and tell them you love them. Thanks.
Thank you. Mayor Pro Tem Londo.
Congratulations to all the folks over at Eastern Palace Club on what was a wildly successful festival from my point of view. They had to do it a little bit abbreviated because of some issues on John R., but I think they had like 2 or 3 streets over on the south side of town. It was a great festival. I went each day. I just think I heard of no issues. They did a fantastic job flyering the neighborhood and letting residents know that it was happening. I actually saw a bunch of residents sitting on their porch enjoying the music, and then a lot of the residents in that immediate vicinity were able to go free of charge. It's amazing what you can accomplish when you let the people around a festival know what's happening. So congratulations again to them on just doing an excellent job, and really, really looking forward to next year. Happy birthday to my best friend, Donald. And that's all I got.
Thank you. I'd like to say thank you for everybody for coming out this evening, and it's a short meeting, and we got a lot accomplished. And it's been a great experience getting rid of the ice arena after 20-some years. It's a big burden off our shoulders.
This is huge. You're right, it's huge.
It's big, it's huge. And just want to say
Mayor,
to my,
can you read it?
oh,
I'll pass it over. I forgot to say that.
Me too.
Just say it.
getting there. I just want to say congratulations to Mr. Klobuchar and his new grandbaby.
Oh, thanks. I love her to death. I have 3 grandchildren, and I just love my grandkids, and we're so happy to get this this new one. I just don't have any words. Thank you.
And if anyone knows what grandchildren are, I'm a first-time grandparent after a year and a half, and it's just an experience you'll never understand until it happens to you. Kids are your kids, but when you have grandkids,
Oh,
Mr.
absolutely.
Klobuchar was telling me what it was like.
I was telling you, did I or did I not tell you the truth?
It was.
Thank you, Mayor and Council. I appreciate it very much.
Thank you again for coming out this evening, and motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second. I tried to write it big.